Alright everybody, how's it going? So I hadn't done a video for a few days now because I kind of felt like I was repeating myself with everything that was coming out. So I just left it a little bit longer. Generally I try to get a video out every couple of days, but I didn't think there was anything worth talking about, so I've let it just build up a little bit. But we've had the Chelsea game as well, so I'll be covering that off straight away. So for me, yesterday, Liverpool were a lot more compact than they have been this season, to be fair. Like, probably the same against Wolves as well. Chelsea only seem to get in on us when they put a ball over the top, really, in my opinion. And apart from when their new signing came on, like, he was a beast of a player, and if Milner had been left on for the rest of the game, I honestly think they'd have scored a goal. I know Trent's not the best at defending. He's not been too bad this season, but he had the pace, whereas Milner just didn't have it at all. He had Milner's number all the time he was on the pitch with him, basically. Like, as I said, we were a bit more compact. Pacetic, if that's how you pronounce his name, I'm going to have to start learning to say that name because I think that kid's going to be around for a long time. He has to start every game for me going forward when he can. I know he's young. I know we were putting a lot of pressure on him, but he just brings something that the other two that have played in that position haven't brought all season. And it's just good to see that it's coming from a young kid, you know what I mean? And he's just so skillful on the ball as well. Like, him and Thiago together is just really good. So where was I with this? We looked very compact. We lost our cutting edge altogether. We didn't really challenge him. I thought like it was crying out for Nunes to come on. I would have probably brought him on a bit sooner, maybe half time. If he's fit to be on the bench, he's fit to start the game for me, in my opinion. So left it a little bit too late bringing him on. Yeah. Gakpo, he's getting a bit of hate from all the fans, and I don't see it, guys. If I'm being honest with you, like, I think he's just playing in the wrong position. Like, he's played most of the game as the number 9, whereas I think he should be playing either behind the 9 or like off the left. Maybe when we get our full complementary of forwards back, we might see us do a formation change and go to 4-2-3-1, where we'll have Nunes up top, Gakpo in behind, Salah on the right, and either Jota or Diaz on the left. And then we have two midfielders, be it Thiago and Patacic or whoever it's going to be. Maybe that's what we're missing so far. Just a thought, don't know anything, but maybe we'll see that formation once everyone's back from injury. And so let's just quickly talk about these midfielders now that we've been linked with, because I think that's all I really want to touch on the game. I think the season's done. I think top four's done. The only way we're going to get Champions League next year is if we win it this year. So yeah, we'll move on. So today I've seen links to Sander Berge at Sheffield United. Now, we've been linked with him several times for many years now. Like, we were in to sign him before he went to go sign for Sheffield United. I think I did a video on him mentioning him during the summer transfer window that's just passed. And he's popped up again. And I'm seeing a lot of Liverpool fans online that don't really like this whatsoever. But for me, I've had this thing in my head now for the past couple of days where why does it seem to be it's Caicedo or nobody? Now, I'm not saying this kid is the answer, but it reminds me of a very old Jurgen Klopp Liverpool signing. Gini Wijnaldum from Newcastle when they got relegated. Robertson from Hull when they got relegated. I'm not going to knock this kid. If he joins, fair enough. Let's have him. It's better than nobody. And as I'm saying it, I know that I shouldn't be saying that, but you know what I'm trying to say? Liverpool had a thing for signing players that people were like, what, why? And then turned them into stars. Like, how many of you, and be honest with yourselves right now, when we signed Robertson and Gini Wijnaldum, how many of you were like, what, from relegated side? But his stats here, guys, anyway, let's quickly just touch on what he's like so far this year. So, he's only made 64% starting 11s for Sheffield United this season. He's made 19 appearances, got 1 yellow card, he's got 4 goals and 3 assists now. It's better than midfielders we've got at the moment, isn't it? He's done 65% 90 minutes, and he's got a 15% goal participation, which is not too bad. He's 24 years of age. He plays defensive midfield, so he probably would come in to compete with the likes of Firmino and Pacetic, but he can also play slightly more forward, potentially on the right. Maybe this could be as well the reason why I mentioned earlier we're doing the new formation where we could play Patetic and Berge together. Yeah, I'm just pointing out there, guys. Like, I'm not saying it's the thing, but I know I'm going to get a few comments saying I've got a few bad takes here, and I'll take it. But in all honesty, if we did sign this kid, I aren't going to hate on it. I'm really not. You know, he had some comments that were also attached to the links where he would love to come and play for Liverpool. Liverpool's a big club where he's from in Norway. So I aren't going to hate on this kid, honestly. Let's just get it done. If it's true, like, you know, transfer valuation, it says here, of 16 million euros, I think that is. And it says also that Chelsea are interested in as well. So, but they're interested in buying everybody out there. You know, I don't know where they're getting their money from, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, this kid reminds me of like a Genie or a Robbo signing, so I'm not going to hate on it whatsoever. And I know most of you, if not all of you, will disagree with me on that. But as I say, I'm sick of this. It seems to be Caicedo or nobody for this window. So yeah, whatever. And the last midfielder we've been kind of linked with recently was Mason Mount. And this makes a lot of sense in my mind due to, one, his contract issues at Chelsea. I think he'll have 18 months left or a year left come the end of this season. We need to sign homegrown players with the Ox and Milner leaving in the summer. It does seem like Milner's going to be given a new deal, but we still need to be signing some homegrown talent, guys, especially with Henderson aging, Milner aging. We need to get them in now. Because even though when we signed Jude Bellingham, I don't know why I said when. When we signed Jude Bellingham, let's just stick with that, Adam. He would need to be registered. And I don't think he would technically class as homegrown straight away. I think he'd have to stay with us a couple more years to actually class. Because I think he's been over in Germany playing for the first 11 longer than he was playing in Birmingham. So he wouldn't actually technically class as homegrown, would Bellingham? So we definitely need some more. For me, Mason Mount has had better seasons than he did do this year and like this season before. So I can kind of see why Chelsea are holding out offering him a new contract, really, because apparently he's on 75 grand a week now, and he's rumoured to be wanting between 250 to 300 to stay at Chelsea. Now, he would get nowhere near that at Liverpool, but maybe the prospect of playing for Klopp, regular football, playing good football when we get going again, could be a lure for him, you know, get into England team. And potentially Liverpool could also be signing Declan Rice. I'm just putting out there, like, he would be someone I'd go for. And can you imagine, Chelsea fans, if we took Mount off them and then we signed Declan Rice and the whole Rice and Mount reunion that they all thought was going to happen at Chelsea happens at Liverpool? I'd love that, to be fair, to be honest with you. Now I know we're supposed to be signing Matheus Nunes and Bellingham, and so maybe signing Mount and Rice wouldn't work, especially with us already having the players we're having. But who's to say that Fabinho's going to stay next year? Just point out there, guys, I think I would take some money for Fabinho right now, in all honesty. Another thing to touch on as well is apparently Firmino's going to sign the new contract. It seems to be very likely that he's going to sign and stay on. Rumoured to be like 2-year deal with a further year extension if he wants it. Obviously, he's taking a pay cut to stay as well, but I think that's good news for me. You know, with Firmino, he's been ever present since, you know, Klopp took over, and he's never been a bad player for us, has he, really? He's maybe not scoring as many goals as we'd have liked, but just thought I'd touch on Mason Mount's stats here for the season so far before I get off. So he's made 19 appearances, he's scored 3 goals and 2 assists, and he's got picked up 3 yellow cards. That's in the league. Champions League, 6 appearances, no goals, 4 assists. FA Cup, 1 appearance. Carabao, 1 appearance. So yeah, he's not really done much so far this season. Who's his agent? Relatives is his agent. It says he is worth valued at around 75 million. And his outfitter is Nike, so a few couple of ties with Liverpool there, aren't they, I guess, but let's wait and see. Right, guys, I think that's it for this video. I don't really like it, to be honest with you, but I haven't done one for a while. So anyway, I'm not going to touch on any of the ownership stuff because I don't think anything's changed. I don't believe the stuff that we're seeing every day, like who gets updates 24/7, 7 days a week on the ownership thing. Like, do people really think that these people are meeting every day? No, they won't be meeting every day. Like, if like any other normal business transaction, it'll take time. Like, there won't be updates every 24 hours. There really won't be. But that's all I'm going to say on that. So anyway, guys, yeah, if you've liked this video, give it a like. Put a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and everything I've touched on. Maybe give me a bit of shit down there about Berge. You know, let me know. And if you're not done so already, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything else I've got going on. And then later on, I'll catch you in the next one.